What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the, I don't know, it might be the first version of the Across the Pond. We have already done 2 episodes, but this one will probably might have to go up before the other ones because I'm still working on. I was working on the other stuff last night.
Welcome to the new episode 1.
Yes, but welcome to Across the Pond, where 2 American boys talk about soccer or the world of football, and giving you our perspective from across the pond. I am Richard Radia.
I am Jacob Lord.
This episode of Across the Pond, we are going to be talking about the Community Shield that's coming up on Sunday between Chelsea and Man City. That's what it's called, right? It's not called anything. There's not like a sponsor in front of that or something like that.
There probably is, but I don't know who that is. So
Okay.
It's just Community Shield.
And then we're going to talk about a couple transfers that's going to go on, or that's more rumors. There's a couple that you tweeted at me about some people that have already been transferred since undrafted. Since because we're going into different avenues of sports now. Since soccer's picking up, we're changing things around, and we're going to be not more dedicated, but more dedicated in the long form of this kind of stuff with Across the Pond, because soccer's just easy to talk about for us. So, but before we start, go ahead and like the video, please. Go ahead and subscribe to the College Avenue channel. And go ahead and share this with all your invisible friends that like soccer / football.
All of them.
Woo! How are you doing, Jacob?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. We just did an episode of something else, but we're gonna knock this out real quick. Yes. So yeah. Do you want to do transfers or the city game first?
Let's do the transfers.
Okay, transfers first.
Looking at the ones I sent you, Jack Harrison was sent on loan to Leeds from Manchester City. And
yes.
As a Manchester City supporter, I was disappointed a little bit to see that, even though we're kind of full up on wingers. I think Jack Harrison is one of the better performers from our preseason.
Yes.
So him going to Leeds, not surprising, really, even though it is disappointing. And then Fulham signed Alfie Mawson from the recently relegated Swansea.
Okay.
To help them in defense,
which I think is a good deal. I think Klaus is not there anymore, so he's back at Chelsea. So that adds depth to him. They have another guy. I don't remember. I think it's Roberto something. They have another center back there that's around the same kind of capabilities.
Okay.
Joe Pereira got loaned out to Vitória Setúbal. I think it's a team out in Portugal.
Okay.
So he got loaned, or he got loaned out this past week.
Is that your Pereira?
Yeah.
United Pereira?
Not Andres.
Oh.
Goalkeeper.
Okay. I have the ESPN thing open if you want me to just run through that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so their top story is that Bayern Munich have offered Arturo Vidal to Barcelona instead of Thiago coming back.
Okay.
So it's looking like Arturo Vidal might make that switch. Could you imagine? That'd be crazy.
Ashley Williams got loaned out to Stoke City. Let's go this way.
Dang, what a fall for him. Like Everton, Ashley Williams?
Yep.
Do you remember who they signed him from?
Swansea.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Makes sense.
Wow. So he got loaned to Stoke?
Yeah.
He's not even a Premier League center back anymore.
Not at the moment.
Dang. Wow.
And they lost what's his name too? Funes Mori, yeah.
To Villarreal, right?
Yeah.
We talked about that last time, yeah.
So is that confirmed that Higuain got loaned out to AC Milan?
Say that again, sorry?
Higuain to AC Milan on loan.
There was a picture that I saw. Oh, was it on loan? Oh, there was a picture I saw of like him with his medical.
Yeah.
Confirmed loan. It's got to be like a loan with an obligation to buy.
Yeah.
Like next season to like save Milan, because I think they're in like some financial fair play trouble. I think that's a really good move for Milan.
Caldare too got loaned or transferred to Milan.
He scored 2 or 3 goals, I think, for Juve in their preseason.
Mm-hmm.
He just played in the game. Did you watch the
MLS All-Star game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He took the first penalty, I think, didn't he?
I think so, yeah.
Crystal Palace winger Wilfried Zaha has told Crystal Palace teammates he's ready to quit the club in hopes of a big money move to Chelsea. So obviously, there's been a lot of rumors about Willian leaving Chelsea, so they'll be looking for like a winger to replace him. And Zaha, I think, would be a good fit for them.
Yeah, I would think if you go to a team right outside the top 6, I think would be better. So he gets more just guaranteed playing time.
Come on, Palace are right outside the top 6. Should just stay.
In a way, yeah, at the bottom. Florenzi got a contract extension.
Okay.
Big ones. Romero getting linked to Borussia Dortmund. Yeah, Vidal.
Alvaro Negredo, former Manchester City striker, still don't understand why we let him go, is looking like he's leaving Besiktas for Rayo Vallecano in Spain.
Yoshinori Muto from Mainz.
Okay.
Is going to Newcastle for 10.5. My sister's calling me. I'm sorry, Crystal. I'll call you right after this.
Liverpool youngster Shihei Ojo looks set for another loan move away from Anfield. The 21-year-old attacker spent last season on loan at Fulham, and it is Middlesbrough who are showing interest this summer.
Watford might be starting to spend that money. They got linked to Alcacer from Barcelona.
Okay. Paco.
Paco Alcacer. And then Moussa Sissoko is linked to Inter Milan.
It'd be an interesting signing for them. I wouldn't mind having Moussa Sissoko in like my early FIFA 19 Serie A team.
In the midfield, please.
Can we get that CM card? Not the right. Crystal Palace have announced they've signed German midfielder Max Meyer on a free transfer.
Did you say about anything about
Schalke? Did
you say anything about Coate?
No, I did not.
He got confirmed deal from West Ham to Crystal Palace.
Oh.
Undisclosed at the moment.
Okay.
Happened on 29th.
Bonucci. It says it's all like more on the Higuain thing. The 1 year you were right about the loan. 1 year loan with the option to buy, while Caldara arrives on a permanent 1-for-1 swap for Leonardo Bonucci. So Juve bringing back that BBC in the back line. Barzagli, Bonucci, and Chiellini. All them perfect links in FIFA.
How do you say the Croatian guy's name again?
Versalco.
Okay. I did say it right. He got a loan deal to Inter Milan, and I think they're bringing in someone else. I forgot who they're bringing in to replace him already. I think they signed already someone. I gotta relook at who they got.
He came from Athletic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Not even gonna try to pronounce the name of that website. Some website is claiming that Manchester City are planning on a shock move for PSG midfielder Marco Verratti after missing out on Jorginho. Pep Guardiola is eyeing another central midfielder, and the Italian Verratti would fit the bill. I don't really know that he would fit the bill, but sure.
Digny, right? That's how you say it, from Barcelona?
Digne. It's French.
He is going to Everton for 20.
Okay.
So that was a confirmed deal now, because I remember you said that was a rumor.
Yeah.
So that's a good deal.
They're going to need to replace Leighton Baines here shortly, so.
Correa went from Sevilla to Lazio for undisclosed at the moment.
Okay.
Modric a link to Inter Milan.
Apparently, there's rumors that Luka Modric might be heading to Inter Milan.
I just said that right now.
Oh, sorry. I was reading it as you were talking.
I just said that. Oh, dude.
I was like so focused on reading this, I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I apologize.
It's all good. My feelings don't hurt.
It would be interesting because they would have Perisic, Modric, and Brozovic all in the midfield there. That'd be quite the midfield too.
Santiago Arias, I think, is a replacement for a right back for El Atletico. They signed him from PSV.
Okay.
That was either that guy or they got a loan guy from Burnley. I don't remember. I think it was Moria or something like that.
Apparently, Cardiff City. Is it Cardiff City? I think it is. has interest in Troy Deeney from Watford. Proven kind of Premier League forward.
I mean, he scores. He's like him and Gray is still there. Andre Gray.
Mm-hmm.
Decor, right? Decore. Is still
He's
there.
Yeah.
He scored a decent amount in the midfield for them. So, I think that's pretty much it. Miazga got loaned out too, right?
Yeah, he did. I forgot who it was too, but yeah, Matt Miazga did get loaned out. Burnley made a £16 million bid for West Brom's Jay Rodriguez. I totally forgot, honestly, that he was at West Brom, not at Southampton.
I think that might be it.
Rumors of Jermaine Defoe leaving Bournemouth for Rangers. Kevin Morales, Fiorentina on loan from Everton.
And still no one is topping the Ronaldo transfer, by the way. But yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that I expect anyone to.
No, it was a joke. It was a joke. But yeah.
Oh, you want to move on to the Capital One Cup?
I don't know that I didn't see anything else that was like from. I got to the point where
not a lot going on.
Well, I mean, since we named off a lot.
Mauricio Pochettino admitted that Tottenham may not make any signings this window. Shocking. But the Evening Standard writes that they expect to complete a deal for Aston Villa's Jack Grealish.
Okay, he's a young up and coming guy. I think he had a pretty solid year. I don't remember his stats, but he had a pretty solid year. Ever since Aston Villa's gone down, he's basically been first team for the whole time, which is good. It's unfortunate for the Irish that he committed to England instead of them. He probably would be playing for Ireland by now if he would have wanted to. But he would have been a good technical player for them.
Villa's in a bunch of financial trouble too, I think, right? They kind of like need to sell him.
Yeah, and I think he's has like a 4-star weak foot too. Ooh. And like skill moves. So I think at least a 4-star skill moves. I think I have to double check. But yeah, I mean that's all the transfers I have. Do you have anything else?
No.
Okay. But yeah, let us know about any other transfers. Let us know about how Luka Modric's going to Inter Milan. How that would be interesting.
Lit.
That would be Inter Milan's starting to stack.
And people say MLS is the retirement league. Sorry, I was the retirement league.
Moving on to the Community Shield game we got going on this weekend. Chelsea won the FA Cup last year over United. I don't know the score. And then City obviously winning the league within like a month of it ending last year. And that's
right.
That's how the Community Shield plays after that.
In the world.
But yeah. Jacob has made the bold sacrifice of creating lineups or predicting lineups.
Predicted 11s.
Which are interesting. Would you?
I should have made a combined 11 and just put all City players.
I think I could read what you wrote.
I can flip it over. You want to start with Chelsea?
Yeah, let's start with Chelsea. In the back or in goal. In goal, we have Courtois, which you have predicted. I mean, it makes sense. He doesn't. I mean, not that he's always the goalie, but he should have been able to recover by then, I think, or by now.
He's just a goalkeeper. Caballero really wasn't like too much less involved in the World Cup.
Yeah,
because like they only played one less game. I guess I don't
don't
remember if Courtois started in the third.
They still play
game.
the third place game.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's why I don't think I'm not sure if they started that or not.
And then in the back, so you have a back three.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like the wing backs or whatever.
So you got Rudiger, David Luiz, and Christensen, which makes sense to have all those guys there since they weren't that close to, or I think only one of them made a World Cup team. Maybe Rudiger played? Yeah, Rudiger made the work, but he didn't play. I don't think he played.
I don't think he played either.
And then on the left, you have Alonso, and then on the right, you have Moses. In the middle, Jorginho and Bakayoko. And then in front of them, you have Ross Barkley. And up top, you have Batshuayi and Giroud. Obviously, Hazard's not on there, and Pedro as well. I mean, since you went with that, maybe Batshuayi or Giroud out, and then put Pedro behind them, might be what that
Yeah,
might
maybe.
We'll see.
I was trying to just think of like, because it's going to be a little bit tricky to predict the starting lineups just because of like who's going to be ready coming back from the World Cup.
Yeah,
I
and what
know
kind of
that,
system
like,
Chelsea's gonna run too.
Right, yeah. So I guess I did kind of put a more like Conti style Chelsea lineup. Um, I don't think that Napoli were playing a back three or like back five, whatever.
Yeah,
In the Serie A, so it could be more. I think when City played them in the Champions League, it was more of like a traditional 4-3-3. So like if that was gonna happen, I'd probably take David Luiz out of the back and stick an extra midfielder in there, or maybe like Barkley. Maybe I would take David Luiz for Pedro and like leave like the midfield of like Jorginho, Bakayoko, and Ross Barkley. Obviously Jorginho is like their new signing from Napoli. Bakayoko didn't play for France. Didn't go to the World Cup actually. He wasn't on the France squad.
There's a lot.
I don't think Ross Barkley was on the England squad.
No, I don't think he was.
Michy Batshuayi hardly saw the field over Romelu Lukaku. And
Yeah, he only played in
Giroud did play quite a bit.
I think he only played in the really played was the England game. That was it.
Okay, yeah. So it'll be a little tricky just because, like, some people, whether or not they'll be ready coming back, like Alonso. Although I don't think he played too much on the left because like Jordi Alba would have been there on the left for Spain, and Victor Moses, obviously, like Nigeria making it into the. No, they didn't make it into the knockout stages, did they? No, they didn't. So Victor Moses should be there then. Yeah, I know like Rudiger has already played in some of their preseason games. Courtois, I think, has already played in some of their preseason games. So.
Yeah, the only one I think of maybe someone to argue with Aspilicueta might be in that lineup too. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, maybe.
Him and Pedro. That's it.
Yeah.
They would make the case for that. For City, in goal, yeah, Bravo. So no Ederson at all.
No, I don't think so. Not yet.
Okay. In the middle, you have Stones and Laporte. On the left, Zinchenko. That's how you say it, right?
Yeah.
And then on the right, Danilo. In the middle, you have Gundogan, Foden, and Delph right in front of him. And then on the left wing, you have Sane. In the middle, Gabriel Jesus. And on the right, Riyad Mahrez. Hey, no, Sterling's not there, so
yeah, I don't expect
or Bernardo
to start. Could be Bernardo Silva.
Yeah, Bernardo Silva. I would say maybe. What's wrong with Aguero?
I don't think anything's wrong with Aguero.
Okay. So it might be a toss up between him or
I think it'll be a toss up between the two of them like all season.
But yeah. It's depending on the situation. I think. Yeah, it depends on whatever Guardiola wants to do. Phil.
Yeah.
On the left, yeah, Sane. That's a no-brainer. He didn't go to the World Cup, but also
right. Yeah.
I would start that guy all day. In the midfield, I'm not thinking of anyone off the top of my head. De Bruyne is not going to probably play. He might be on the bench.
Yeah.
At the most.
David Silva will probably. David Silva could be back by then.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Maybe David Silva instead of Foden, and then Foden coming on as a sub.
Maybe.
Or any which way around. Fernandinho, probably on the subs. Has Mendy played in preseason at all?
No, not yet.
Okay,
because he was on the France squad all the way through.
And then obviously Otamendi and then Company are in the back, but you said Otamendi was hurt, right?
No, I don't think so.
He's not? Okay. And then who's the other one? The Belgium guy, Denayer.
Jason Denayer.
Yeah.
I hope that he's still on the roster. I think that like if used properly, we could use him as like our backup left back over. Like the reason I have Zinchenko in there is not because like I like him at left back, but I think Guardiola will put him back there. It could be that like Delph is back there at left back and maybe like David Silva in the middle. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how it'll be the first time that we'll see Chelsea under Sarri, however you pronounce it. Their new manager. Like we'll get a feeling for like what sort of system he's trying to play. With like his roster, obviously, like with Conte leaving. Antonio Conte not in goal.
Well, I think regardless where he's coming from, I think he's coming from a place that's really resourceful in a way. I mean, not that like I'm saying that Napoli doesn't spend money, but they've been able to do pretty well with what they got over there. I think they had a good combination with like Mertens and Insignia and well, I mean, there's been definitely a bunch of strikers that have come through that Napoli, but regardless,
Yeah, Higuain and Cavani and stuff like that.
yeah, but yeah, I think I wouldn't disagree with any of these, but I think maybe someone might make the debate about pitting other people in over someone, but I don't think that's that big of a deal. Yeah, how do you think? Obviously, you have a score as well for the game.
I do have a score.
But before you get to the score, let's narrate some a little bit. How are we gonna get to that score?
I'm thinking City up 1-0. They score first.
What minute?
Kind of early. 12th minute.
12th minute. All right, that's a quick breakdown.
And it's gonna be
Sonny just whipping the ball in.
Mahrez.
Okay, Mahrez.
Left foot.
Left foot, just like fuck it.
Even though I don't really, basically. Even though I don't really like that signing, but that's a debate for another day.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put Mahrez in because I think that we just do such a good job of like getting no one on our front line ever has a problem with service. We do a pretty good job of getting people the ball. Then I'm gonna go for the next two are gonna be Chelsea. So Chelsea will go up 2-1.
Oh.
I'm gonna say one before halftime. Off of a set piece or a corner or something, header.
Okay.
So like Rudiger.
Like going on top of like John Stones or something.
Yeah, because John Stones can't win balls in the air.
Okay. This is the second goal.
John Stones only gets headers when he doesn't have to jump.
Okay.
So, and we have Claudio Bravo in goal. So like, there's your first problem. Second goal is gonna be like within 5 minutes. 7 minutes. Within 7 minutes of the start of the second half.
Okay.
And
so that's like the 52nd minute?
Yeah, sure. I'm going to go with Marcus Alonso because he's obnoxious. He'll like get in on the left-hand side. Danilo will fall asleep because that's what Danilo does.
Oh, does.
Actually, no. I'm going to switch that. I'm going to go with Moses and not Alonso because Zinchenko this whole preseason has been a burning dumpster fire of garbage at left back. So he's played 2 games at left back this preseason and 1 game in the midfield. And his 1 game in the midfield, he was great, getting some tackles in, intercepting some passes, doing everything he's supposed to be doing. Then he's played 2 games at left back, and one of them was against Dortmund.
Christian Pulisic.
And Christian Pulisic tore him apart all game. And then the other one was it against Liverpool? No. Munich.
Okay.
The other one was against Bayern Munich. And
Kingsley Coleman?
No, Coleman was on the left. Iron Robin did play, but I don't remember if Zinchenko was still a left back. Anyway, Kimmich too on like at right back was like tearing him apart as well. He just wasn't playing, like giving away a lot of passes, getting burned on the right hand side frequently. So if we're gonna concede from open play, it's probably gonna be from like our defensive left. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Victor Moses.
All right.
But we're going to score 2 late goals, 76 and 83.
Ooh, 76, 83.
I'm going to go with Gundogan.
So a rocket?
No, like a rebound. Like a blocked shot that falls to him and he scores from that.
Okay.
And then Leroy Sané. And that's just going to be like...
Sané. Pace. Welcome to the Premier League.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for a 3-2 Manchester City victory in this completely meaningless preseason game.
Yeah, you get a trophy,
basically
though.
All that it is.
You still get a trophy. You get a big dinner plate.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, that sounds very entertaining. I can't wait to watch it.
I'm just really looking forward to it because it's like this is really kind of when the season like starts. It's like everyone's like, hey,
somewhat serious.
Football's back.
Yeah.
We back.
Even though it was only gone for like 3 weeks or like.
That's what's nice about the World Cup. It's like you have to wait a couple weeks for the World Cup to start, and then you're like, hey, there's some soccer for a while, and you got like a good like month-long World Cup, 5 weeks long, and then you're like, then I just remember looking at the schedule or whatever. It's like the World Cup ended on a Sunday, and I'm looking at my phone. It's like, hey, the first preseason game is on Saturday. Like, here we go. We're back.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But yeah, I don't have any other input. I don't think. I think Sané is gonna have I think he'll be the difference maker. I feel for City because it's not only that he's a skillful player, but I think he really not takes control, but he really is a good distraction in a way where he's just going to make a lot of runs and just going to get really annoying, and it's just going to start to create space. And yeah, I think I can agree with a 3-2 victory over Chelsea. Because I think Chelsea still has things to figure out too. Regardless, I feel like City going into this game, they're already a team. They already know what's going on.
I mean, this will be like our 3rd year under Pep, so I mean, we got, and a lot of these people are just getting more and more familiar. Everyone but Laporte, although he did have half a season last year. Laporte and Riyad Mahrez will have already had like a full year of experience in like Guardiola's system. Like even though that
Mahrez,
yeah,
a full year.
Everybody but Laporte and
okay,
Mahrez will have had a full year.
Okay.
Of like the Guardiola system. So I think that like and like Mahrez, like it's like go score. I know it's more complicated than that in like Guardiola system, but like won't be too bad. So yeah.
Looks good to me.
So the game, if you're interested in watching, it's 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern. Normally, I guess it's on NBC. I'm assuming that the Capital.
I thought this was on Fox, but okay.
Could be. I'm not sure.
We'll see. Check it out. You can figure that out. You're an adult. Some of you might be children.
Perhaps.
Who cares? Maybe. But yeah. Any other comments on that? Let us know in the comments down below. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's been another edition of Across the Pond. Hope maybe it might be the first one we ever done, but we'll see what happens.
Depends on what order these go up on the internet.
But yeah, I've been Richard Rodillo.
I'm Jacob Boyd.
Don't forget to like the video. Go ahead and subscribe to the College Avid channel. Go ahead and share this with all your invisible friends that like soccer/football. And we'll see you guys in the next edition of Across the Pond. Deuces.